negotiation.
From the Moscow headquarters, Radio VR, the voice of Russia. Radio VR News.
This is Moscow. You're listening to the Voice of Russia World Service. Now the news, read by me, John Robles. A 25-year-old Venezuelan television presenter, Gabriela Isler, on Saturday was crowned Miss Universe in Moscow in a glittering ceremony. Judges included rock star Steven Tyler from Aerosmith, picked the winner from a total of 86 contestants at the show, watched by millions of viewers around the world. The finals of the Miss Universe contest took place at the Moscow Crocus City Concert Hall. The Russian candidate, Elmira Abdrazakova, did not make it to the finals, unfortunately. The Executive Committee of the International University Sports Federation, or FISU, has approved the Russian city of Krasnoyarsk in Siberia as the place for holding the 29th World Student Games in 2019. At an official ceremony in FISU's headquarters in mid-September, Russia's representatives filed an appeal declaration for Krasnoyarsk to host the Games and Krasnoyarsk's dossier. French police fired tear gas at hundreds of anti-tax demonstrators in northwest France after protesters pelted them and tried to drive a tractor through a barricade. One demonstrator was arrested in Jougot-le-Lac, a commune in the Côte d'Armor region where some 700 people had gathered to protest earlier in the day. Germany on Saturday began marking the 75th anniversary of the Nazi pogrom Kristallnacht, or Night of Broken Glass, with solemn ceremonies and touching and innovative tributes to the victims. Egypt will expand cooperation with the Russian Federation in wake of a diplomatic spat with longtime ally, the United States, following President Mohamed Morsi's overthrow. This was stated by the Egyptian foreign minister, who was speaking in an interview with the AFP ahead of a visit on Wednesday by Russia's defense and foreign ministers to discuss arms sales and political relations to Egypt. Russia's defense minister Sergei Shoigu said international terrorism is Russia's main enemy currently. The second threat faced by Russia in year 2014 is Afghanistan, and the third one is NATO expansion in the direction of our borders, he said. Al-Qaeda chief Ayman al-Zawahiri has ordered the disbanding of the main jihadist faction in Syria, namely the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant. He stated this in an audio message aired on Al Jazeera. Zawahiri also stressed that the al-Nusra Front was an independent branch of the global jihadists in Syria and that the Islamic State of Iraq remains functioning. One of the strongest typhoons ever to make landfall devastated the central Philippines, killing more than 1,000 people in one city alone and 200 in another province. The death toll is expected to rise sharply from the fast-moving storm. Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro has ordered the occupation of a chain of electronic goods stores in a crackdown on what the government views as price gouging, hobbling the country's economy. Various managers of the five-store, 500-employee Dhaka chain have been arrested, and the company will now be forced to sell products at fair prices, said President Maduro. VOR News.
You're listening to the Voice of Russia, one of the oldest radio stations in the world. We know the answers to many questions. Ask us at world@ruvr.ru.